Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Today we are going to decorate for the first time my catch-all planner. This planner is the parenting layout from Happy Planner's Spring 2025 release. And I am going to do a quick flip through to show you how I have set it up as my catch-all, and then we're going to start planning or decorating the first week in this planner. So let's go ahead and get started. First, let me tell you, I will be using the parenting sticker book that I did pick up during the spring release as well. This is not my favorite sticker book, but I'm going to use it for this first week and month at least, so that I can use up some of these stickers. Okay, so let's talk about how I have chosen to set up this parenting layout. Now, I have a whole video on my channel showing me setting up this layout. So this is the cover, and it goes straight into the cover page. I need to put my name here. What I did to make this my catch-all is I added several sections in the front of this planner, and then I kept in 3 months of the actual planner section. And so let's take a look at the sections I chose to add. So I've done a flip through of this, so I'm not going to flip through like the calendar pages. They're just the basic calendar pages. I created this dashboard for each section. So my first section is projects and plans. Basically a catch-all, right, is where you have one planner that organizes kind of all of your other tasks and activities and stuff like that. And it's very useful, especially if you have more than one planner, which I do. And so my projects and plans is really set up as a place where I can just come in and brainstorm and chat, do some pre-planning, think about my planner needs. I have a blank 1-page monthly in here. I have my monthly planning and decor tracker in here as well. And then some sheets. All of these are sheets that I've created and inserted into this section. And then just some project and task sheets, because I do have projects that I work on for a lot of different things. And so it's great for me to have blank pages so that I can track my projects. And I have 3 months of those in this section. I also include notes pages because I am a notes and lists person. Guys, when I plan, I make lists and notes. I make lists for my lists. I make plans for my plans. I've always been that way. Before I got into decorative planning, it's just, that's how I do things. So I very much need a ton of note paper because I use notebooks and scrap paper all the time. And before having a catch-all, those pieces of paper were just spread out everywhere. So I have included some notes pages in my planner. I included the Happy Planner daily layout, which I use for like weekly projects. And this is an example of how I use those. I decorate these pages and then I make a weekly to-do list. I don't do it every week, but if I have something going on that I have a lot of tasks to do to make that something happen, I usually put it on a weekly, which is technically a daily. They're front and back, so I decorate both sides, and usually each side is for a distinct project or maybe even 2 different weeks. But for example, this past week I had to set up a lot of new planners because I bought some things from the spring 2025 release, and just organizing all of that setup was a lot of different individual tasks. So I used one of these sheets, as you can see, to do that. So I keep those in that section. I also keep Live Love Posh's daily plans used the same way in here as well, just because I had these. And your catch-all is a great place to use extra supplies that you have. I bought these on the clearance way back in November of 2024, the Black Friday sale. So I haven't had a chance to use them, so I'm putting them in this section to use. And then I have some note paper. I have enough for 1 month. if I put enough for 3 months, this planner would be way too big. So each month I'll come in and refill this section. The second section is my wellness section. And so I have just put in my self-care and wellness inserts. You've seen me flip through these before, so I'm not going to do a detailed flip through, but that's what I've included there. The next section for me is my leisure and explore. This is where I put in like my bucket lists, all of my fun things, those extra sheets that you make, all of us make them. My wish list, my goals for the year, goals for the spring cleaning stuff. I still need to do my wardrobe refresh. All of that stuff goes in here. I actually have some lists of things that I want to buy. If I'm planning a vacation, I have vacation planning pages, all that types of stuff. Leisure and explore, that needs to go in this planner as well. So then I have goals and trackers. And goals and trackers, I have put, when I set this planner up, so in my setup video, you'll see different pages, but I decided to change this into a place where I put my inserts that I got from Kelva Plan from her 12-month goals planner. I have a separate goals planner where I use a hemlock and oak, where I talk about goals and intentions. I don't really show that on this channel that much, other than sometimes I'll show how I set it up per week. But I still use that as my primary, like, intentional planning, like detailed breakdown of planning for the year. And I do time blocking on my goals. This goals planner, it was a whole planner, but I decided not to use the planner separately and just have a goals section. It has like vision boards and setting goals and annual goals and long-term goals, things like that. I will leave that section in here for the whole year. And then the planner, the goals planner, comes with monthly pages, weekly pages, and no daily pages, I don't think. Thank God, because I do not do daily planning. But the planner itself has goals planning so that you can plan your general goals, and then a monthly goals page, and then a weekly goals page. So I put enough in here for a month at a time, so each month I'll change them out. So that's about it. So then in May, or I get into my monthlies next. So I have May and June and July. May and June I had to redate. So you see I redated these to say 2025 because this planner, when you buy it, it actually starts in July of 2025. So I took May and June of 2026 and I redated it. And I just, put new date stickers, and it's as good as new. And then in the monthlies, I redated those. The weeklies, I redated those as well. And then July is where the planner technically starts. So that's in here, no need to redate. And then my final section is my Planner Joy section. These are inserts I make every month. And I usually make them available somewhere to you guys. Sometimes they're on Etsy. Sometimes I make them available for free. This month, they are freely available, linked down below, and you can download them and use them if you want. The theme for this month is summer vacation. So we have our vacation plans. This is just something I curated from Creative Fabrica, made a few changes to it, and decided I wanted to put it in my planner. So this is freely available, guys. Just click the link to my link tree down below, and this is uploaded there. My section dashboards are also freely available to you. They're linked down below. Click the link and you can download these as well. So that is how I have set up my catch-all. Now, why don't we go ahead and decorate for the week, the upcoming week of May 5th. Well, I guess this isn't the upcoming week. This is the next week because I'm actually filming this April 28th. So we're going to go ahead and decorate May 5th. And I am going to use the parenting sticker book. Now, I don't know how I'm going to decorate this. This is my first time decorating this layout. What I will say is that I'm probably going to keep this very functional because my catch-all needs to be functional for me. And so, yeah, that's what I'm going to do, is be pretty functional here. This book also does not have a ton of decor, so we're going to be very limited, but I am okay with that. Because like I said, I will probably keep these planners fairly functional. Like, I just see those flowers, that's it. So that's all we're going to use. I'm not going to mix books or anything like that. I just don't think it's necessary. So let me go ahead and grab this flower book, this flower. And we're going to come over here in the corner. And we're going to trim it. So I think I said this in my setup video. This is not my favorite book. If I had to buy another book, if I had to replace my order, I would probably order another book, just because it has way too many icons in here for me. But you know, that's okay. I will make it work. But way too many icons, not enough floral, and not enough truly functional boxes. So I find that to be the case in a lot of Happy Planner books, if I'm honest with you, so that doesn't surprise me. It is what it is. So I really like this. It looks really pretty. So let's see if there's a label to change the label of home chores. I think, let's see. I don't know. I have not even really looked in this book. Ooh, I love that read though. Sick day. I think appointments. I don't have appointments. Returns. I think I might do shopping because instead of to buy, I think I'll put shopping here just to use the label. I could have left it as to buy, but I think I'm going to do shopping. Let's see. Appointments, calls, notes, things, errands to run. Workout. I love that. Workout and self-care. So this self-care makes me think of something. And I think I'm going to go ahead and use these. So I was thinking about how to use the weekly, right? So in the weekly, you have these 3 boxes. I don't think I'm going to use them distinctly like that. But I do want to make sure that I highlight my self-care activities, because, and I don't know where I'm going to put this one, because it's really important to me to make sure that I'm doing some type of self-care activity, and I struggle with that. So I am going to use these stickers to kind of call out when I need to do some self-care and be really intentional about it. So that is one thing each week that I will try my best to, well, this one doesn't have a place, so I'll do this one. That feels so awkward, but I'm going to put it here anyway. We'll see how it goes. So I am going to try to call out self-care in every week, somehow, some way. And so I'm just going to put that in here for now. I'm going to do it that way. Other than that, I think when you're using this, it's a good idea to think about the areas of your life that you do want to maybe start tracking. For me, self-care is definitely one of them. My small business is another that is really important to me, and I'm just really not good at keeping track of it. So that's a great way to use my weekly as well. Okay, so I like this must do today. Follow up with get it done, my kind of day, love this day. So I am going to use this must do today sticker, and I wonder if it fits in this block. Let's see, I think it does. Okay, so we are gonna use this. I think I need to go over a little bit though. Right here, perfect. I love that. Must do today. I will tell you in general, Wednesdays, I struggle on Wednesdays. So I'm going to use this Get It Done on Wednesdays. It does kind of go over to the other day, but that's okay. And then on Saturday, we're going to do My Kind of Day. We're going to do this one right here. Okay, I like that. Let's see, notes and plans. I think all of this looks good over here. I will go ahead and use some of these box label covers, whatever you want to call them. I'm definitely going to cover up home chores because I don't assign chores. But I do like the top 5. I do like the due dates. So I will leave that in here. Meal plans. I'm going to leave that as meal plan for now and see how that works. Let's see. We have callback follow-up meeting today, tomorrow. I think these are really pretty. Oh, so busy, perfect day. And then we have a few headers. Okay, I think I'm going to use this gratitude sticker. Maybe with the here and now. And I'm going to put that over here. Let's see, where do I want to put this one? Yeah. Okay, I really like that. I'm going to come in and put a floral there. I like to use some of these big boxes, but I don't know where I would use these big boxes. So I'm not sure about that. I think what I will do though is come in and put some more decor. So let me go ahead and grab the florals, and that's probably going to be about it. So I'm just going to grab these and put them right here. I think they're super cute. I think I am going to put something coming up the side of this little cluster. Right here. And so I am going to trim off the bottom of that. There we go. So let me grab this. Perfect. Looks good. Hope I didn't cut the whole paper. I didn't. Close, but I didn't. Okay, so that little set looks good. Like I said, this is going to be mostly functional, you guys. I feel like it is so empty, but you know, it is what it is. Let me find a quote though. I do want to include a quote in here. So saw some quotes. Those are really big quotes. And then I'm just going to put a few more decorative pieces throughout. and call it a day. So I think I'm going to do this Find the Joy because it's a fairly small quote, and as I'm kind of getting used to using this layout, I think I'm going to stick with small quotes where I can. So I'm going to put Find the Joy right here. And then I feel like that's about it. So let me grab some more florals here and just, oops, I don't want to do that over my due dates, at least not that high up on my due dates. So right here, I didn't want to cover up the entire section of due dates. All right, so I have this one. And then I just want to do a few florals over here. So something right here. Okay, I'm gonna come in and cut this one as well. Hopefully it doesn't pull up the paper. Okay, looks good. And then let's see. I think I'm gonna do big plans right in the center. Right here. Okay, I like that. This feels a little bit empty over here, but I don't know if I really want to force it. I think what I'm gonna do is put something to cover up this 2026, and then yeah, call it a day. So probably I will use these long borders at the top. Using borders like this always kind of gives you a quick punch to your spreads. If you know, are kind of lean, like this week I'm kind of lean. This is a new layout to me, so I'm kind of struggling a little bit with it. But this border will basically just, you know, give me that quick punch. It's the same way you can use washi. You know, washi is another way to give your spreads a quick punch up as well. If you need to, you know, somehow add something, you know, to a layout. So I definitely need to add something to this one. But I like this. It is looking good. I don't have much more to add. I will see how it works for now, but I am pretty much okay with this. I am just going to add a few more small flowers throughout. So I think I have another 2 for right here. Put it right there. And then let's see, let me just grab a couple of these and put them throughout the spread, just to add some more dimension. And that's about it. So I feel like this was a little rough for my first week decorating in this planner. I think as time goes on, I'll get more comfortable with how I'm going to use it. And then I'll know more about what I need to put in each section. So for now though, I am pleased with this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to get in this planner and use it, and I'll probably share some after the pins just so that we can see how I'm actually using it. So thanks for watching. Have a good day.